Hello Results, hello Ulrich, hello Robot. We're just going to quickly go over the points that we raised in for March. First starting with onside snaps. The snap is usually taught as the first blow for most newcomers because it is the easiest blow to throw. Given however you fight more right-handed fighters than you do left-handed fighters, and the snap effectively heads straight for the middle of their shield, it often drops in use as the fighter becomes better at other blows and learns that there are other angles. It's fairly common for the snap just to become an opening blow for people. You know, they go to stance, you're going to kill them with, they're thinking 2-blow or 3-blow combinations, so they go, I'll start with a snap. The thing for that one then becomes is that it's the snap isn't really designed, even though it's a good blow, it's not necessarily designed to kill your opponent unless they make a gross error. It's not, unless their shield's horribly out of position, it won't work. But I want you to rethink about the snap in a different way. When you think of it this way, the snap has a fast throw and recovery rate, doesn't involve overcommitting if you don't want to, doesn't have to put your hand or arm outside your zone of defense particularly much, can be thrown with the basket hilt in front of your face for an extra bit of defense. It is simple, fast, can be thrown from a variety of angles and at different ranges. So when you have a look at the snap again, it's actually a very good blow. But then the problem with the snap becomes a matter of timing and placement. You just can't throw it ad hoc. You have to actually look for the timing and the placement in a fight to be able to do it. The classic one would be we're fighting, different blows come in the middle of the fight. My opponent moves their shield somewhere. And you think to yourself, I can do a snap. It's actually very odd to see people train to throw a snap at a target zone. You need to train yourself mid-fight to be able to go, oh, snap straight to it. Now, one of the things that does make this so useful is the fact that a snap works against a right-hander on the idea that they're going to make a mistake with their shield. And I think in many ways that's the most common mistake. That the idea that someone just moves their shield out of position because they're getting tired or they're trying to move it for another blow. So you can capitalize on that. So, look for the openings. It is very common for newcomers or inexperienced fighters or tired fighters to throw snaps at their own shoulder height. Reason for that one is it's the most comfortable way to throw it at your own shoulder height. If you want to do better than that, you have to throw higher. You have to learn to fight higher. I'm 6'5" and I throw above my own head height, especially when tall fighters. And then you put their helmet on for a little bit longer. Now, so what you're going to do when you're hitting on the lapel, emphasizing tip control. I literally don't mean tip. You're not trying to hit it that way. I'm talking about aiming for the top end of the sword. Top third of the sword. What you're doing is you're not just trying to go, thinking about how you're placing it. Hand up, hand down, across, variety of angles, placement. You're thinking about that. You're thinking about speed. Being able to combine it to speed. You have we've seen the previous footage, the Branos snap, for want of a better term. That whole punch flick. He does a better video on it, but it's on the website, so it's a good one to see. Combined with moving to throw deeper. Simple, very simple motions in regards to it. Simple step, simple lean can throw deeper. The final concept is a little bit more of an advanced one. When I learned to fight 12 or 13 years ago, I was always taught hip roll, plant yourself, hip rolls, arm flies. Then after a while I discovered, or shown, understood, that you can actually do it slightly differently. You don't have to wait until your foot's planted, you hip roll, and then your arm moves. You can in fact do them somewhat simultaneously in regards to it. It doesn't involve effectively kick-starting your arm a bit, rather than just relying, but the power comes through with the hip, the time. So rather than going, it comes this. You're kick-starting it with your arm, but the hip is coming into power to slam it in. That actually becomes faster, and especially good when you take a step. So rather than taking a step going, it becomes this. A little bit faster. Still has the same power in regards to it, but something you can practice on the pellet. So try and combine the motion together rather than, where hip goes, Then arm, do the two together. Defense, combining sword and shield. Actually, we'll stop it there.